Tonight, there are new developments in that raid on Cleveland City Hall. It appears the city and/or the city engineer targeted by the feds may have broken Ohio law. Here's consumer investigative reporter Danielle Serino with what she found out today.
So why wouldn't right then and there he be cut off from his job?
Looks like we crashed the party at City Hall, although some would question why they're celebrating considering what's on the line.
People who hired him, or even the mayor, have some sort of liability here for the fact that he was working for this office.
Well, as we said in our statement, everyone does get due process.
You see, during last week's raid, the feds took records relating to Pioneer Engineering, a company owned by Khalil Iwis, an engineer and section chief for construction inspection at the city. Authorities won't say why they took the records, but we can tell you, if you work for the city, it's against Ohio law to own a company that benefits from doing work with the city.
You go on to define any public interest is anything you might gain of value, and anything of value. It could be shares, it could be stock, it could be money, it could be pay.
Attorney Joe Diemert is the law director for a number of municipalities across Northeast Ohio. Well, we can't say if the mayor knew of this potential conflict, but the department head and the director of human resources knew because they signed off on Iwi's request to run Pioneer in 2015. And then there's this. According to documents we obtained from the Secretary of State, Iwis formed Pioneer back in 2008, a year after he was hired by the city's engineering department. Why then did he first get the city's approval 7 years later, and 3 months after he tried to resign from his position because he felt he was undercompensated? In fact, why did he get approval at all?
Everything that we've been asked to provide, we've provided.
Right.
So we're going to let that stand on its own for now and let the process work itself out.
Well, I reached out to Iwis but didn't hear back, and late today the city sent us its policy on employees who have secondary jobs. But from what we saw, it only addresses whether or not their time or efficiency at their city job would be impacted, Andrew, not conflicts of interest.
Way to crash the party. Looks like an ugly sweater party you were crashing there.
Yeah, there were quite a few of them, and some blinking hats, too. So bad timing, but
I know you'll stay on top of it.
I will. There's going to be a lot coming out of this.
Danielle Serino, thank you so much for that report.